We've upped our standards. So now, up yours. The Daily Mojo.
Well, at least today we get to see that he's beautiful.
Look at that. Are you... Oh... You look
Hello.
like... You kind of scare me. You don't have any bombs with you, do you?
Currently, no. But come back in an hour.
Asking for a friend. How are you, and what made you decide to grace us with your physical beauty this morning? Just for the hell of it?
Good. And kids are back in school, so the routine shifted a bit. I'm not camp drop off in the mornings, so it's a bit more easy to grace you with my beauty.
Good. Well, here's a tip. Don't move. Don't move very much. Just talk, because when you move, I've discovered this. When people move, it sucks up so much of the bandwidth
that the audio goes away. Yeah.
We can put a man on the moon. No, we really can't. But
you really got the top-notch running the situation.
Well, exactly. We buy the very least money can get. All right. So this is an interesting-looking podcast that you've chosen for us today for the Cal's Podcast of the Week. Tell us about it.
It is. I'm a fan of this on numerous levels. Everybody knows Ozzy Osbourne, right? I'm a metalhead, so I grew up on Ozzy. I love Ozzy, and I've been a fan of Ozzy for a long time. If you remember, a few years back, he had a reality show, The Osbournes. So he pulled the family in, and it was, typical reality show with the family and the craziness that is The Osbournes. And you remember Ozzy walks, Sharon, and he's like, got 2 brain cells left, and he's like, half. You can understand half of what he said. It was always entertaining. Then it went away, and I think Sharon Osbourne did some TV, and Kelly did some TV, and but they're back now. The family has a podcast, and it's the 4 of them on mic, exactly what you'd expect it to be. Pretty hilarious. Like Sharon and Ozzy talk about their sex life with their kids who are repulsed by it. Ozzy stutters and stammers throughout the whole thing.
Who does ever want to hear about their parents doing it?
I know.
I mean, seriously.
Probably, it's a favorite.
You never want to think about your parents or your kids. Either way.
I know.
Do you ever walk
but
in
that's
on your
just
parents?
one of the things that are brought up. They talk about a lot of different things and butt bash on people, and it's just typical. I guess it's reality TV in podcast form. If you're ever a fan of the Osborne reality,
Ron, he's not answering my question.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
What was your question?
Cal, we asked you a direct question, and it was, did you ever walk in on your parents?
Oh, I didn't hear you say that. I did actually once. I'm still scarred from it.
Did you? Really?
Yeah.
I did too. I agree with you. That moment never leaves your brain. It's like branded in there.
Yeah,
so
that's on me for life.
That.
It's a scar.
Yeah.
It's a scar I have.
Yeah.
I wear it.
Yeah. I was at the height of the doorknob too. Any other day I'd say yes, but today I just don't think I could take it. So, no, I'll spare you that one. But so they talk about having sex, their parents having sex, and what other uncomfortable stuff do they get into?
They bash certain people. They talk politics. It's just the ridiculousness of what the Osbournes go through every day. And they're a little bit older now. Obviously, they're all a lot older, but they cover politics. They cover everyday things. They cover family. They cover life. It's reality TV, on podcast.
And Sharon is, admittedly, I've seen clips and snippets, but I've never, followed her closely. She's not quite the crazy-eyed liberal, is she? I mean, she's more common sense, is she not?
She is. She's more common sense. And the Osbournes have always been very blunt, They drop F-bombs left and right like it was nobody's business. And they've always been pretty honest. And they're wealthy, but I think they both Sharon and Ozzy come from humble beginnings,
right.
In the I forgot what part of England they're from, but so yeah, I don't think they're not too crazy lefty. She got canceled, that whole thing about what she said on that show, and It was.
Yeah, what did she say? I can't even remember what it was that she said. But I remember something about it wasn't all that big a deal.
I think it's something to do with race. Like she said something about, I don't remember the details, but if I recall, has something to do with. It wasn't even a joke or anything. She just said something about, I think, that got her canceled about that you can't say about race nowadays. I can't remember exactly something about that, I think. Or it might have been, was it Meghan Markle? Something about Meghan Markle? I don't remember.
Let's see. Sharon Osbourne addresses the talk firing in Fox Nation series. Exit from the show. Sharon goes to hell and back. Media comeback, blah, blah, blah. She in a crosshairs of the cancel culture. Desktop talk show host Cheryl Underwood over controversial comments Piers Morgan made about Meghan Markle.
Yeah, there is.
I was this lamb slaughtered that morning, she says. CBS denied responsibility. I've worked in this industry 50 years. I'm not a racist. He's not a racist. What was it that they... I don't even know.
I think if I recall,
she said
Meghan Markle
mixed
and,
race.
Harry, whatever, I forget who,
right.
The prince she's married to, they put out a book or a documentary, something basically that insinuated that the royal family treated her badly because she was black. And Piers Morgan has never been a fan of Meghan Markle. If I recall, he called her out saying that she was, basically playing that card, and it wasn't true, and she's being opportunistic, and that, bashing the queen and the family is not what you do. And he called her out on a bunch of stuff and called her a liar. And then I think Sharon agreed or commented in a positive way about defended him or something, and that blew back on her, if I recall.
Wow, that's indeed it did. And here's the funny thing about Meghan Markle is I knew Ron has been obsessed with the royals for his feminine side, whatever. But I never really gave it's tell me I'm wrong.
No, no,
no. Thank you.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Thank you. Right. He's been obsessed with Meghan and Harry and whatever, but I never really paid much attention to her. I saw her one time on Fringe, and then I've been watching Suits on Netflix, which is fabulous, and I like her in it. Actually, she's a good actress. And it's like, wow, I have positive vibes toward Meghan Markle because it's a good character she plays.
I just feel like she brings a lot of it on herself. I do.
Yeah, she won't shut her pie hole.
Yeah.
And then, to say that she never wanted to be a princess when clearly she did.
Clearly.
And, she lied about that. And all of you get to see pretty much the whole shebangy of Meghan Markle on that show.
Yeah, almost
I'm not
everything.
Arguing with it. Right, I'm not arguing with that, but I can see why the queen in the royal family, as snooty and uppity as they are, we can't possibly have her in the family. We've seen her cooch on television. So I get it. I don't agree with it, but I understand it. So. Exactly. I've said the same thing 4 times today.
You don't know what he said. He cut out.
No,
what do you mean?
Yes. So say it again, Cal. Like I said, I've said the same damn thing wrong 14 times today.
Nothing that time either.
Spell it out. Do sign language.
You said
cooch. He did. He said cooch, yeah.
Okay, so he said cooch. All right.
Look, he's spelling it out for you. Nice.
Very, very nice. It's working out well, isn't it?
No.
How is it that Cal is like 1,000 miles from us? Kiki is like 8,000
What's cracking me up is I don't have his video is fantastic, but his audio is cutting out. I have no idea why the audio is cutting out.
I think he's dicking with us. I think
it's like, do you have anything connected to your phone that you're talking into, or is it just the phone's microphone? That's weird.
Phone's microphone.
Yeah, see, now you're back.
Look, you got to feed the mouse that's under the board, that's on the wheel, that's pushing power to this stuff. Yeah,
I think you got a short. I think you got a short on the microphone of your phone, depending on where you're holding the phone. You know what I'm saying?
I'm holding the phone normal, man. I don't know.
Wait a minute. Do you have an iPhone or an Android?
What did Doc used to say? It's a poor craftsman that blames his tools, right? Is that what Doc used to say?
Yeah.
Right. I just blame Ron. So that makes me a superior craftsman. Well, are you Android or are you iPhone?
I'm iPhone.
Oh, well, then you shouldn't have any problems. Dirty whore. But I love her so much. Don't leave me, baby. Don't leave me.
Are we still talking about Meghan Markle?
Sure. I mean, again, see, I was surprised, and I just wanted to get in a positive note on Meghan Markle. But she, once she left that show, she can't shut her pie hole, and that's an issue. So, and Sharon Osbourne didn't say anything. It doesn't seem that I can find that makes a big difference. Okay, so Meghan Markle is half black, half white. Big deal.
I have a problem with affluent people complaining about how difficult their life is when they are leaps and bounds better off than the majority of the world. So whether you're black, white, I don't care. If you're bitching about how difficult your life is and you are...
Boom. That was funny.
That was funny. I don't know where the hell he went.
Oh, he's back.
He's back. Because that reminds me of the interview that Oprah just did. Where the hell is that? She was on some show. CBS This Morning. That's where it was. So CBS This Morning, and they are asking her about the blowback that she was getting because of the fund that she set up with The Rock, and they're all like, "Oh my God, well, how are you handling all of this negative attention?" Blah blah. And I'm gonna play it for you, Cal, just because I can, and we can actually hear it. So here we go.
The Hawaii wildfires and the efforts to help those in need. The People's Fund of Maui was created by you and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, in which you both poured time, effort, and millions to kick it off yourselves. Yet and still, it faced online criticism. I want to give you the opportunity to kind of give your thoughts on that.
Well, this is a really great point about being happier in the midst of an onslaught of being terrorized and vilified online.
This is a great time for me to say how I can stay strong while being terrorized and vilified online. You know what makes you so strong and so resilient? You go home and you climb into your bed that's made of crumpled $100 bills. And you just lay on that and you smell it and you roll in it and you go like, damn, I'm happy. I mean, that's my commentary on Oprah. What say you?
$100 bill.
Right? Son of a bitch. I mean, he nailed it, Ron. I mean, if I hadn't said those words myself, I would say exactly what Cal said. I mean, right down to the period at the end of that sentence. Am I right, Cal? Can I get an amen?
Amen, bro. Pretty sure Oprah...
Right? And that car that she was driving when it came in with the leopard and the bear on the back seat. Do you see that? Yes, I know. I did. I just said that to Ron 5 minutes ago. It's like you and I are connected at the brain. It really is. I love you, and here's an opportunity to share your love with me. Go ahead. Tell me, how much do you love me?
How do I love you?
Thank you. And I love you as well. There he is, Cal, and his podcast of the week, the Osbornes Podcast from Osborne Digital Media. See, they're laughing all the way to the bank as well. All right, Cal, I'm going to expect the customary naked photo after we are done here. I want that on my phone like within 5 minutes, and don't make me wait 15 like you did last week because we'll have to renegotiate. I think that's fair, don't you?
Not way, my friend, and this one will have an extreme close-up.
Right, and by the way, shave that thing. There he is, Cal, and his podcast of the week, direct from New York City.
The First Amendment lives here. Watch and listen at thedailymojo.com.